how gold is made?
What do you mean?
Do you know how gold is actually made? Like gold itself, the element. Do you know how it's made?
Uh, Not really, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to break down the process. No.
Well, gold itself is actually made as a result of an explosion from a star. So all the gold on Earth, right, was a result of an explosion of a supernova. It's the end product. So that's why gold itself, it's one of the reasons why it's worth so bloody much.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a remnant of outer space. And a lot of the gold in the Earth has been there since the beginning of the Earth itself.
Yeah.
So that's why it's that's why it's such a rare Earth element. Because it's the remnants of our beginning.
It's also on top of the properties of gold that it's unreactive with most things. So you could consume gold. Like a lot of people put when you see like $1,000 bottle of tequila or something like that. A lot of the time it might be an expensive bottle of tequila, it might be $100, something like that. But they've put a huge amount of gold flakes in it, and now it's $1,000 bottle of tequila and things like that. And you can consume gold and gold flakes and things like that. You'll poop that shit right out.
I find that weird.
Doesn't react with your body, and that's why a lot of people get gold jewelry because silver like this might react with your skin.
Yeah.
But gold shouldn't give you any problems because some people when they get silver or anything like that, or even maybe even stainless steel things like that, they'll have issues with their skin and they'll break out and they'll have red lines. Some people get red lines around there when they take their jewelry off. A lot of the time, jewelers will kind of cut that by getting silver, but then they'll call it gold jewelry, but it's gold plated. So it is 18 karat gold, 20 karat gold, 24 karat gold, but it's been plated on the outside, whereas underneath is not gold. It will be some other alloy or element. Yeah. So it's an interesting way. So whenever you see like jewelry and you look at it and you're like, if this was weighed in gold, would it nearly be as much as this? No, it wouldn't. So it's interesting that there's all these workarounds because gold is such a valuable piece of metal to a lot of people. They even use gold as nanoparticles. So what they would do was, and I believe they're still working on it now, because gold doesn't react with the inside of your body, what they were doing with nanoparticles is, and a nanoparticle is when a particle is so small, it's on the nano scale, and they would administer a drug inside the gold nanoparticle. The person would be able to consume it. And the theory is that you would be able to wait a particular time for your metabolism to take place until it gets to the appropriate site. Then they would be able to activate it and the medicine would be able to be released.
Wow.
And that way the container that contains the medicine is not toxic to your body because gold's not toxic. It doesn't react with anything, doesn't cause any adverse reactions with your body. They would be able to release that medicine into your body at the appropriate site when they see fit. And then that gold nanoparticle is able to be flushed out of the body. And because it's gold nanoparticle, it's incredibly small, but very high surface area. So you don't use a lot of gold. It's a rare element, so you don't need a lot of it to make a nanoparticle. You can make many, but the effectiveness, because of that such a small scale, is through the roof instead of using such a big quantity. So it's interesting that gold not only is used for jewelry, it's also used for many other